Next
to the next kingdom.
We're back. We're black.
Whoa.
All right, we're Doc Brown again in the Lost Kingdom. Did we do this one? Yeah, we did this one.
Yeah, we did this one.
Cool. Let's go to the next kingdom.
All right.
Josh,
I think we saw this
while we're transferring to the next kingdom,
you have a life hack.
Tell me your life hack.
Okay. Since Sean doesn't want to hear it.
I heard it.
No.
I heard it.
Okay.
Ow! Don't touch me when he's speaking.
But what if he's not speaking? Can I touch you then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, a better idea. I'm just going to whisper it to you in the mic, and then Sean can hear it when he's editing it. All right. Come here. Come over here.
This is not funny anymore.
All right. Closer. All right. So I heard this life hack where instead of using a Q-tip to clear your ears, you could use a bobby pin, and it actually pulls out the earwax better instead of jamming it in your ear farther.
That's amazing.
Yeah, right?
And he has no idea.
All I heard was bobby pin.
There's a lot of things you can do with a bobby pin, man.
You can pick
A
locks.
Pick a penis.
Okay, we finally made it to the Metro Kingdom.
Finally.
This is the one that is real life, and all the people are real life. So we're gonna have fun today, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Batman could show up at any point in time here. I don't know how I feel about Mario in a real life world. It's strange.
No one else knows what to feel about it either. So
I don't think I necessarily like it. It's weird because it's like real life, but it's still cartoony looking.
except for the people.
The people, yeah, I mean they look like people, but they're still like cartoon people. You know?
Yeah.
They're not like made to try to look realistic like, you know, in the games you can do today, you know.
So, have you guys seen I died. Have you guys seen
I haven't seen you die in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Been alive for years, man.
Has been a while since I've died.
Have we seen what?
Have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
No.
You should. Because
You saw it?
Yeah, I just saw it last night.
Hmm.
And I gotta say, it's one of my favorite films I've seen in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't like it that much. It was good, but I wasn't like... I wouldn't have picked it to win Best Animated Picture of the Year.
I would, because it's to me, it's the most stylish animated film.
It's stylish. But
That's why it won Best Animated Picture, because it looks good.
Yeah, but then,
Did it win?
Yeah.
Huh.
It,
what was its competition?
Wreck-It Ralph 2...
I didn't like the first one.
Well, you suck.
This is true.
It ended Disney's like 7-year-in-a-row streak of winning Best Animated Picture.
Really?
As well it should. Because Disney doesn't automatically need to win everything.
Well,
I like bitter. Oh
I
my
liked
god.
Wreck-It Ralph 2 better than In the Spider-Verse.
I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Do you feel like Wreck-It Ralph 2 was inferior to the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was still good.
Okay. This is weird. It's like on a construction site.
It is a construction site. It's
I
supposed to call back like Donkey Kong.
Ah.
This is New Donk City.
Ah.
And the mayor of
cool.
this city is someone from the original Donkey Kong.
No.
Yes. Yaha.
That's crazy. Okay, I get it. That's interesting. So are barrels going to start falling at you?
Not at the very moment, but maybe.
Uh-oh.
Sean has a terrible poker face. Our barrel's gonna start falling. Well, not now, but maybe later.
Well, I didn't want to say yes, but yeah.
But we know it's a yes. I mean,
yes, it's Nintendo.
Not really
you
a
know
big
they
secret.
put that stuff back in
I just
it.
wanted to guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil like the really cool middle part here.
You could just straight up lied, Sean.
I could have, but I'm not a good liar.
Well, you're not bad. I'm sorry. So what were you saying about Wreck-It Ralph and Spider-Verse?
I enjoyed both of them. Spider-Verse I liked a little bit less.
What didn't you like about it? Because I thought it was like visually it was amazing.
Yeah, well, also what bugged me is even though it wasn't in 3D, some of the animation looked like it should have been 3D.
It was 3D.
I know, like I didn't like when you watch it in 2D.
Oh yeah.
It kind of looks like there's like, you know, that they didn't convert it right because it looked like kind of blurry in spots.
It's supposed to look that way.
I know, but
because it's supposed to look like a comic book.
Yeah, but I didn't like that.
Yeah, see, my dad didn't like that either. He said like looks blurry.
Yeah, I actually watched the.
It's supposed to look like that though, so that was the point.
I watched a sneak preview at the end of Venom, which I saw that last week too, and that was actually really good. I liked it. I was wondering what they could do with Venom since he's like a bad guy.
Seen Venom yet?
You know.
Yeah.
So it's like that. You know, I guess they pulled it off pretty well in order for them to, you know, mix it with the MCU. But yeah, I saw the sneak peek at the end of the credits on Venom, and I kind of had the same thing. I was like, it looks strange. Like I could tell it's supposed to be comic booky, but something in there looked like something was not rendered right or something.
Yeah.
It might have been. I don't know. Maybe the quality of the Venom movie was a little bit low, and it made Spider-Verse not look that good. But I don't know.
No, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
It's supposed to look that way though. Like, have you like read a lot of like comic books, especially older ones? Like the coloring was bad, and a lot of times the coloring would go side by side incorrectly, so it would look like the coloring was off. But they did that specifically because it literally is a comic book in a lot of parts. But yeah, I visually I thought it was really, really impressive because that was what they were going for, and they nailed it. And the animation is done, I think, on ones instead of the usual twos. So the animation is choppy in a way that probably a lot of people didn't like, but again, it was intentional.
Okay.
Yeah, no, visually, I appreciate it. It was, you know, a very... We had to put a like an epileptic seizure warning
for
the movie.
That's a good idea because that was really close.
Oh, and Incredibles 2, that was another one that was up for Best Picture.
Okay.
I heard people did like it, but I heard a lot of people said it was like not. Yeah, it was.
I didn't see the first one.
The first one is really fun.
Yeah.
The first one is definitely one of my favorite Pixar ones. But yes, I guess as far as story goes, you weren't too hot on Into the Spider-Verse either.
I enjoyed like the premise of it because like I really enjoyed like the games like Shattered Dimensions. But just something about it didn't quite, you know, I didn't see what everyone was like, this movie's absolutely amazing about.
I don't think it was perfect, but I was blown away by how much, like, I didn't care for the Far From Home very much. Like, I was like, oh, it's okay. But that one, I was like, this is really, really
Far
good.
From Home's not. You mean Homecoming?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Far From Home looks amazing.
Homecoming was okay. Most of it was really boring, and most of the humor didn't land at all for me. But
no, you see, for me, it did.
I don't know, something about it, just like all the characters that were supposed to be funny weren't funny.
I need to know the difference of like the humor that lands for Sean and the humor that lands for Johnny. Like I want to know like what the difference in humor is.
You saw Homecoming, right?
Yeah. No, I know exactly what me and your humor is like basically the same, but I'm wondering what difference in humor he's talking about. That's what I'm asking. I used you specifically because you two were talking. But I know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to get what he is. Sean, what kind of comedy hits home for you?
Weird stuff, I guess. I like weird stuff. A lot of the same comedy that you like. Like my favorite comedies are like old. I don't like a lot of new comedies. But I have a feeling that my opinion is biased because it was animated so well, and I'm such a lover of animation in general and art. So that might have skewed my opinion.
Okay.
Like if it was not animated, I have no idea if my opinion would be the same of it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that I'm probably very biased because of just how much I loved the animation style.
Alright, well that's fair.
Like I was saying throughout, like I really hope this opens up a lot of people's eyes and allows people to see like, man, we should really be creative and do something different with animation instead of just pumping out the same like cookie cutter style.
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely a different kind of style that you don't see, which is probably
That was something
Something
the
that
world had
stuck
never
out, yeah.
seen before.
Yeah.
Is what I said when the credits crawled.
Yeah.
That and I cried twice, so I'm also biased in that respect.
Cried twice?
I cried.
What happens in this movie?
The Stan Lee part made me cry because
Oh.
he just died. He had one cameo and then he had like a end card, which made me cry. And the father character made me cry during his one speech to his son. But yeah,
Yeah, you see, I'm just emotionally heartless, so none of that hit home for me. I'm just watching it, and I was like, oh, that's nice.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
I was like, okay, let's get back to the story.
If I see something's like getting emotional, I'm like,
it's getting emotional.
don't you do it.
No, I was like, oh, that's
No,
so
I try to
so
block it
well
out.
written, and like usually animation really doesn't have that. Like especially nowadays with 3D animation, that like it isn't as expressive as something 2D or something in real life. But they nailed it. Like the animation really cranked up the emotional depth, I think, of the characters in a way that you really never get in 3D. Just seeing like the face of the father as he was making that speech really hit home. The point of the scene.
Huh.
But yeah, I loved it. It's one of my
I'm sure I'd
favorite
enjoy
films
it.
I've seen in a long time.
I still do want to see that. I just haven't yet.
And I loved all the other characters too. Like all the other versions of Spider-Man were really fun.
Yeah, how many versions were there? Isn't this just a big multiverse movie?
There's
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That's
really?
he basically is Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Does Tobey Maguire voice him?
no.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage voices one of them.
Yeah,
Really?
Was it Spider-Man Noir?
yeah. Spider-Man Noir is from the 30s. He's really funny. I loved Spider-Man Noir. There's Penny Parker. She's the
Japanese one.
yeah. She's from the future.
I didn't like her.
I mean, she didn't really do much, so there really wasn't much for her to do.
Yeah,
but I
just
didn't mind her.
That and the pig.
Peter Porker.
Yeah.
That was funny. I liked it.
It was funny, but it just seemed really out of place.
Well, I think that was the point. Is that that's how messed up the universe has gotten. That like all these different Spider-Mans that could never be are, because all those comics are real. Like Penny Parker and Peter Porker are actual comic books that you've been able to buy for like years
Yeah,
now.
no, it's just
Like if you want to go out and read Spider-Man Noir, you can read it right now.
you know, I know Spider-Man Noir, and I know they all are.
And Miles Morales has existed for a long time too.
Miles, yeah. Whenever I saw the trailer for it, I didn't understand the Spider-Verse thing. I didn't know it was going to be a whole bunch of different men, whatever.
Spider-Man.
But yeah, so I saw like the trailer for Miles, and I thought he was the only one. So I'm like, I don't understand what this is.
Yeah. Well, since I think 2014 or 15, Miles Morales has been in his own Spider-Man. Like in that comic book series, Spider-Man dies. It basically tells his version of that comic book series. But yeah, it's not really a spoiler because it happens in the comic books.
Mm-hmm.
And it's part of the story is that the 22, I think year old, or was it 24? 22 or 24-year-old Spider-Man in Miles Morales' universe dies. And he gets bit by a radioactive spider and becomes the replacement Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say it is basically just Tobey Maguire's one because it references a bunch of things that happened in the Tobey Maguire one. And he says like, I did this and this and that, like punching the car away from Mary Jane that happened in Spider-Man 2.
Didn't actually happen.
They
The
tweaked
car-
it a bit.
Yeah, no, the car crashed through the building and he like dove to safety. He didn't turn around and punch it away.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
What else happened that they referenced? Oh, the dancing from Spider-Man 3. They referenced that as I did that, and we don't talk about it. And that was really funny, seeing all those referenced and like...
That's funny.
And then there's Spider-Gwen. She's been a comic book for probably 10 years now. Then there's like the older, fatter Spider-Man, which is like the second main one. I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph 2, but everyone says it isn't as good as the first one. So what do you think?
Bagels!
How do you weigh in on that?
No, it's definitely not as good as the first one.
I didn't even care for the first one very much.
I like the first. It was alright. I didn't dislike it, but
That's
I liked
because
it.
you kept getting upset because they were fake video games.
Well, that and Penelope's character is just really annoying. Like, she's not likable to me at all. She's just really annoying and causing problems for, like, no reason.
She's a little blue girl.
Yeah.
Well, girl in the blue
glitch.
hoodie.
She's the glitch girl.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't find her endearing. I just found her really annoying. So.
Yeah, but I like Ralph.
Well, yeah.
I like John C. Reilly.
Ralph is fine. I don't have a problem with him, but everything around him was putting me off to it.
They had Bowser in it.
Yeah. I like that.
I like that.
What's
Yeah.
that?
That's it. He's like, yeah.
I really enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed the second one.
A lot of people said that they didn't enjoy the second one as much because it just seemed like it was like the entire movie was just Disney advertising because it was just Disney everywhere.
Yeah, I
Like
can see
look at all the things that we own. All right, here we go. Here we go.
What if you stand on the platform, the first platform?
I could try that, but that would be stupid. There we go. Cool. That's half the moons we need.